Hey guys, so this video is going to show you about the kind of the other thing we do with Ethogram. So the when animal behaviorists make an Ethogram, the first thing they have to do is kind of write the descriptions of the behaviors they're gonna use in the Ethogram, and then they use the Ethogram to collect data, right, or to identify behaviors. So when you watch the video of the woman from the zoo using the Ethogram on her dog, she had already thought about the kinds of behaviors she would write down. So she already had sort of a list of things her dog would do. And she was just collecting data using that list. So she was kind of at the end of the process of using an Ethogram. The rest of the videos of me were more about the beginning of the process. How do we come up with names for behaviors? How do we describe them with enough detail? Now we're going to show you how to use them, okay, in just kind of an introductory way. So the first way you might use an Ethogram is to simply identify a behavior. So we have an image here of some wolves, and I want you to begin by just simply typing in the behavior that you see, okay? And to do that, you got to read the categories here, read the descriptions, and decide which one they're doing. Then I'm gonna show you a video though to do this second part. So in the second part here, what's gonna happen is I am going to show you a video of wolves hunting elk. At different times in that period, I'm gonna say I want you to mark down what you see here. And I'd like you to put into the box a check mark next to whichever one you think that they're doing, right? Whoops, so if you think that they're showing approach behavior, you'd put an X there. If you think they're doing both attack group and attack individual, you would put an X in both of those. Okay. Now, normally when we do this, we would set up and do it every 30 seconds. It would be a timed activity. But today we're going to do it. I'm going to do it more to let you get some experience looking at animals, doing different behaviors, and seeing if you can notice when the behaviors are changing, okay? So normally, when we do an Ethogram and use it, it would be timed. Today, it's a little less formal than that. Okay, so let me see here if I can. So here in the video, we see a bunch of elk and they're running. But I want you not to so much to pay attention to the elk, but the things I want you to watch are these wolves here. Now, remember, this is shot from a long way away, so as not to disturb the hunt, and it's a long frame. So meaning they're like, it's a continuous shot. They're not cutting and editing the way that other, like National Geographic or BBC does when they make their videos. Those are always edited, and they may not even all be the same hunt. But this one is just a long frame, long shot, and we see this wolf here. So let's mark what would you say that this wolf is doing right now. Okay, so we've been watching the wolf. I'll go back a little bit because you've been listening to me talk. I just watch this wolf's behavior here. And I'd like you to mark down what you think that behavior is. So here you're going to decide in this first column, what do we think he's doing? Is that searching, approaching, watching, attack group, attack individual? Whoop. And this last one should not be attack group. It should be capture. You might need to change that. Sorry. So what was it doing? You might have to go reread the descriptions and you put that in there. I'm going to play again and I'm going to tell you to mark. And the next time you're going to mark, you're going to put a mark in this column. And then here, 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 here. So we're going to have 6 total marks. So you've got your first one. And just watch the behavior. You'll notice changes to the wolf's posture, its head position, its ear position. Okay, why don't you mark again? What do you think it's doing now? You see another wolf joining into the chase here. mark again. And notice it's a little different. They're not, they are kind of chasing them, but that was different than what was happening before. They kind of slowed down and stopped really looking. So was that a different behavior? And it's interesting when you watch a whole wolf hunt, just the whole thing, we realize that like there's lots of different parts to it. It's not all just continuous. But let's go ahead and mark again right now because it seems like this wolf's behavior has changed yet again. All right, mark. And we should have one more column there. And notice this is very different behavior than what the wolves were doing before. Now, somebody who's maybe hasn't spent much time watching wolves might not notice how different this is. But if you've been paying close attention to these wolves in this hunt, you will notice that that is very different behavior. And of course, now this is also different behavior. And let's mark a last time. Okay. All right. That is your behavior for the wolves. Good luck.